Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Normally you'll find me playing in my golf simulator or playing some PGA Tour 2023, or even combining the two. But today I wanted to talk about the 3 things I did that helped me improve my golf game that didn't require hours at the driving range. So full disclosure here, I am a firm believer that if you want to get better at something, whether that's playing tennis, playing golf, playing guitar, cooking, anything like that, the only way you're going to get better is if you practice. Practice will help you get better. However, in the game of golf, it can be difficult to practice. It can be difficult to go out there and play more rounds of golf, to hit the driving range. If you're lucky enough like me to have the ability to put a golf simulator in your garage or somewhere in your house, that can always help, but that's not the easiest thing to do. So here are 3 tips that helped me go from being somebody who consistently shot in the mid 90s about a year and a half, 2 years ago, to somebody who shoots in the low 80s and more recently has been breaking 80. So first on the list, start tracking your golf rounds and start tracking your shots. I would recommend downloading an app that allows you to do this. The app I use is 18 Birdies. They're not paying me to promote their tool. I just really like it. It is a free app you can find on the App Store. There is a premium upgrade version to it. However, if you want my opinion, everything you need is in the free version of the app. You don't need to go pay the $15 a month or whatever it is right now to get the premium stuff. So when I say start tracking your shots, as you can see on the screen, I would recommend start tracking if you hit the fairway, if you hit the green, how many chip shots, how many putts, how many penalties, how many bunker shots you took. Track all of that stuff and be honest with yourself. Don't shave strokes off your score just to make the scorecard look better. Please be honest with yourself. I am a firm believer that if you want to get better at golf and you don't have time to practice, at the very least, you have to know the strengths and weaknesses of your games. I repeat, do not go based off of feel. If you feel you hit certain clubs well, or you think you hit certain clubs a certain way, stop. Don't think, don't feel. Take a few rounds, gather the data, and then see what the data tells you. Take the extra 2 seconds, track everything, understand your distances and your clubs. Again, if you have time to go to the driving range or get more time on the course and you can measure this out, great. If you only golf a couple times a month, this might take 4, 5, 6 rounds, so it may take you a little while to get a baseline, but make sure you get that baseline and understand how well you play. Once I had a better understanding of what I did well and what I didn't do well, I knew I could avoid shots that I don't hit well and tried to hit shots that I do hit well more often, which leads me to my second point. Review the course online or in the 18 Birdies app to get a feel for the layout and make a plan. With today's technology, it's great. You can go on Google Maps and you can see the layout of any course from a satellite view. You can also use 18 Birdies to go in and do a course preview and see the distances from the tee box to the green. This allows me to go make a plan of action of how I want to approach each hole. Typically what I do is I go look at each hole and figure out what club I'm going to hit for my tee shot. Since I don't know where that shot's going to end up, sometimes it can be difficult to plan your second shots there, but I want to try and pick a club that's going to put me in prime position to hit a good second shot. So for example, on this first hole on the course I played over the weekend, it's a short par 4. If I had not done any plans and just walked up to this course and started playing, I probably would have hit driver here. 90 yards is actually kind of a difficult shot for me because it's an in-between yardage. That's either me taking a full perfect swing with my 54 degree or taking something off a 50 degree. I want to hit a club I can hit smooth and I can hit pure and I can take a full swing. So what I realize is if I hit my hybrid and leave myself about 130 into the pin, that's a full pitch and wedge. These are things you have to think about, but if you take the time and understand how you hit your shots and where your game is weak and strong, you can then go out and plan your shots accordingly. So the last thing that I did that I would share here is the only person you should compete against when you go out and play golf is yourself. And what I mean by that is when I used to play golf in the past in high school and college and afterwards, I used to constantly look at what other people were doing, what clubs they were hitting, how they were hitting their shots, what did they get on a particular hole, did they take a free drop or did they move their ball? When I stopped caring about that and only cared about my golf game and what I'm doing and realized that the only person I really need to compete against was myself, It allowed me to be more focused on what I was doing. And what I mean by that is this: I occasionally can get a good drive out there and hit a drive a long way. And when I'm playing with people I don't know, they tend to think that if I do it once, I can do it over and over again. So if I come up to a short par 4 and they're all hitting their drivers and I'm walking up with a 4-iron, I almost always get the question, why aren't you going for this? Go for the green, go big, try and eagle this hole. Well, the reality is that most of the time, I'm not going to put a drive on the green or anywhere near the green. If you gave me 20 shots, maybe I can do it once. And even if I do put it on the green, chances are I'm probably going to 2-putt for a birdie. But what I do know is on a short par 4, I can take a 4-iron, I can put it in the center of the fairway, and I can leave myself a good distance to try to put it right next to the pin. So when I walk up there and people ask me those questions, I just say, nope, I want to play it safe. I'm going to put it in the middle of the fairway. No need to take chances today. The only person I'm trying to beat is myself. I'm trying to do better than the round I had last week or earlier in the week or the month before, whatever it is. Now, obviously, if you're going out with buddies and you're there to have fun and have a good time, you don't have to treat every single round of golf as serious as I'm saying here. But if you're like me and you're trying to get better at the game, most of the rounds, I'm trying to play smart, I'm trying to play conservative, and I'm trying to go low. And as a matter of fact, the last round I played on a golf course was a course I never played before, and I shot one of the best scores I had, which was 5 over par. It was a 76 at this course. Yardage was about 6,300 yards, a little bit short, but very narrow. I had a game plan going in. I was only going to hit driver on a couple different holes, and I shot a 76, which is one of the best rounds I've ever had. So that's it. Those are my 3 tips. Start tracking your scores, make a game plan before your round, and only compete against yourself. If you can do those 3 things over the course of a couple months, you should see your scores start to improve. I just want to stress, I'm not a PGA professional. I'm not a golf expert. I'm just somebody who went from being a bogey golfer who constantly shot in the 90s, who decided I wanted to focus in on golf and get better. And today, I'm breaking 80 a lot more consistently than I ever have. As a matter of fact, in my last 3 rounds that I played, I broke 80 twice. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. Leave a comment. Thanks. Have a great day.